Another enzyme which serves as a marker of obstructive liver disease, So the normal range of alkaline phosphatase is 60 to 140 international units per liter. This alkaline phosphatase enzyme is synthesized by the epithelial cells of biliary canaliculi. So these epithelial cells are producing this alkaline phosphatase. So this biliary duct or biliary canaliculi are present in the hepatobiliary duct, in the lining of the hepatobiliary duct. So since this enzyme is produced by the biliary canaliculi, any obstruction caused to this biliary duct can cause the accumulation of this enzyme, which results in the increase in concentration of this enzyme alkaline phosphatase. So this alkaline phosphatase enzyme serves as a marker of obstructive liver disease. So obstruction to the bile elevates the levels of alkaline phosphatase. In short, it is also written as ALP. Now elevated in obstructive jaundice, this alkaline phosphatase enzyme is elevated in case of obstructive jaundice and in carcinoma of head of pancreas. So carcinoma of head of pancreas. So when there is a tumor in the head region of the pancreas, it can cause obstruction to the bile duct. So as a result, there will be accumulation of the enzyme alkaline phosphatase. So alkaline phosphatase is another enzyme which is used as a marker of obstructive liver disorders. Next enzyme is gamma glutamyl transferase. In short, we write it as GGT, gamma glutamyl transferase. This is also the enzyme of obstructive liver disease. This is mainly elevated in case of chronic alcoholic patients. So in case of alcoholic liver disease, the enzyme gamma glutamyl transferase is elevated, which is key enzyme for the alcoholic liver disease. Then in case of pancreatic disease also, there is obstruction. If there is obstruction to the bile duct, this can also causes the elevation of gamma glutamyl transferase. Then in case of renal failure and biliary duct obstruction, also we can see the gamma glutamyl transferase. Generally in alcoholic patients, this gamma glutamyl transferase is increased in higher concentrations. Okay. Now in this slide I have shown the algorithm for diagnosis of liver disease. Liver disease. You can see the abnormal liver enzyme profile. So you can see the ALT or AST, if it is elevated more than 3 times than that of normal value, and ALP less than 2 times that of ALP is less than 2 times the value, it could be hepatocellular disease. Whereas ALT or AST enzyme is less than 3 times that of the normal value, and ALP is more than 2 times that of the normal value, indicates it could be obstruction to the or obstructive liver disease. So 2 types we can classify the liver diseases: hepatocellular disease and obstructive disease, also called as cholestatic disease. Now in case of hepatocellular disease, we have to find out the normal concentration of total proteins we have to consider, especially albumin. So albumin concentration, if it is low, it could be chronic hepatitis. If the albumin concentration is normal in case of hepatocellular disease, then it could be a acute hepatitis. Acute means it is in a short period of time. Chronic means they are suffering from the liver disease since longer periods of time. So based on the parameters we have selected, we can classify the liver enzyme profile into two major types. One is to identify the hepatocellular damage, another one is to identify whether it is a obstructive disease or cholestatic disease. If it is a hepatocellular disease, what we have to find out? Albumin concentration. So albumin, if albumin concentration is normal, in case of hepatocellular disease, it could be acute hepatitis, and albumin concentration is low in case of hepatocellular disease, it indicates it is a chronic hepatitis. Now, if it is obstructive disease or cholestatic disease, here what happens is the albumin will be normal, it indicates acute cholestasis. Acute cholestasis. So, acute cholestasis again could be of intrahepatic cholestasis or extrahepatic cholestasis. So, to find out that, we should estimate the enzyme gamma glutamyl transferase. Gamma glutamyl transferase concentration is high in case of acute cholestasis. It could be intrahepatic cholestasis, or in case the gamma glutamyl transferase enzyme elevated, only slight elevation is observed in GGT, and if it is acute cholestasis, it could be because of extrahepatic cholestasis. Means it is the extrahepatic cholestasis, means the cholestasis is not in the liver, maybe in the surrounding organs, which is responsible for the acute cholestasis. So in deciding the type of disease, means in the diagnosis of liver diseases, albumin concentration plays a very important role. So albumin concentration is very important, and this is mainly associated with the particularly damage to the liver or obstruction to the liver. Now in case of cholestatic disease, albumin concentration is low, it indicates that there is chronic cholestasis. So this is the algorithm for the diagnosis of liver diseases, which you should remember. Very important is the concentration of the ALT, AST and ALP enzymes. If ALT, AST enzymes is elevated more than 3 times that of the normal value, and it could be hepatocellular disease. And ALT, AST value is less than 3 times that of the normal value, it could be cholestatic disease. Okay. So again you have to consider another parameter, albumin. So albumin, if it is normal, the infection could be acute or disease could be acute. Albumin concentration is low, indicates it is a chronic disease. It may be chronic hepatitis or chronic cholestasis. Okay. So to rule out the acute cholestasis, is it because of intrahepatic or extrahepatic, we can go for the estimation of the enzyme GGT, gamma glutamyl transferase.